As a bit of a fan of Moonrakers and Veiled Fate, I was of course looking forward to Ivy Studios' latest game, Brink. It's set in the same universe as Moonrakers, so no one can say they're not committed to milking that cow for all it's got. I should clarify my fandom here. I'm a fan of the Moonrakers game, not so much of the Moonrakers universe, because to be honest, it's a bit stupid. The whole Moonrakers background story doesn't even make any sense. Earth throws out all criminals and inconvenient people, they settle on the moon, call themselves Moonrakers. Yeah, whatever. I know the board gaming space is not exactly full of good storytelling, but this is just sad. But the game Moonrakers was great. So what have we got here? Sleeves, metal first player token, nice and heavy, a pin, whatever. Community cards, why not? Game mat, looks great, love game mats. Bonus hexes, sure. Then I ordered another little Moonrakers expansion that will go well with the last three I haven't opened yet. And finally, the game itself, Brink. As usual, good looking box, well designed back of the box. Inside, we get the manual. It's better than most, well structured. The game is not too hard to learn, maybe a little bit overwhelming at first, but give it half an hour. Oh no, they added another comic. Spoiler, it's as pointless as the last one. The Utopian Alliance wants to wipe out the Moonrakers. Oh no, doesn't work, the end. Phew. There's a good spot for this comic on the bottom of the box, where you never have to look at it ever again. Then we've got inserts for the voting trays. At the end of each of the 3 rounds, there's a vote that will decide which 2 factions score victory points. They nicked that general idea from ARCs, but it's a good idea and makes for some good drama. Here are the shields that let each player hide their voting tray from the other players. Game board looks nice, but we won't need it. We've paid extra for the game mat, remember? Then there's a bag we only need in 2-player mode. It's used to add a bit of randomness to end of round voting, but it's a crutch. Don't play this with 2 players. It really takes 4 or 5 players for this game to get good. Here are all the hexes that make up the space you play in. By placing one of your 3 ships on a hex, you get resources, you can use the hex's actions, and you can use the hex's faction power. Oh man, look at these flimsy plastic trays. I guess I shouldn't have skimmed out on a deluxe version. This stuff is just embarrassing. Look at this. Okay, I just had a look on Kickstarter and guess what? This is the deluxe version. This! Turns out what makes this version deluxe is not the quality of the trays, it's that they included trays at all. The basic version is just this. Moving on. Lots of tokens, resources, spaceships and ship upgrades. Here's the standard plastic first player marker. Good enough. Some cards. And that's it. I've given the game a good shake over the last few weeks. It seems reasonably solid. I really like the idea of influence versus favors. Resource icons with a black border give you resource cubes that go directly into your personal supply. That's your secret stash behind your shield. But icons with a white border give you resource cubes that go to the front of your tray and you need to trade them with other players before your turn is over, or they just go back to the general supply. Brink borrows some good ideas from ARCs, but expresses them in a somewhat milder form. Just like in ARCs, there are a lot of different avenues to take, but it's easier to change course here. You can invest in upgrading your ship, but next round you can just as well focus on collecting ambassadors and it's fine. Just like in ARCs, the victory conditions change with every round, but where ARCs is brutal, I feel that Brink's is a little bit more forgiving. Even if you miscalculate, you still have a chance of earning some points at the end of the round. There's enough to do, enough player interaction, enough potential for twists and surprises to make this a fun experience. I need to play this a few more times with different player counts to fully form an opinion, but so far I like it a lot. This might just make it to the table every once in a while. What do you think? Is this a more casual variant of ARCs? Is anyone really into the Moonrakers story? Let me know in the comments. I know this might be a quaint, outdated manner, but I'm always happy to hear from people who have different opinions. Thanks for watching.